today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins, and he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Chicago Bears. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll run on first down. It's Pearson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 106 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's McDonald. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, McDonald. Hits his target, Hunter. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, McDonald. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st and 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. McDonald sets to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, McDonald eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense. What did they call that on?
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to keep on the option. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
23-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Dolphins nothing.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, McDonald. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 52. No. Bang.
On 2nd down now, it's Pearson. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Dolphin first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. There the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. 2 and a throw again. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there as the first half is winding down as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Pushing the foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, Looks like an extra step was involved.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-14, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, get out the field, defense. 59, mark, 59, mark. Check, 59. Check, 59. Check, 59. We ain't giving them nothing to
Tua sets up to pass it. Brought in left side by Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on first down. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Tua. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Pearson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On 1st and 10, McDonald letting one go deep for the end zone. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing again. McDonald escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety bound.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and it's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Pearson, and he'll get in. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Tagovailoa. This complete left side to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll bang that one through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
For Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Caught right side at Snead. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tagovailoa's pass. Complete to Willie Snead.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
11 yards there, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Complete to Willie.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great work to me.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Taken down.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got nothing. 55 my guy, 55. 18 55.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
52, Mike 52. And what's that? And what's the ball? Where's 52? Watch 52.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Right there in the middle, 55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, McDonald being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw again, McDonald. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson.
McDonald's pass.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, McDonald steps away to his left. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bears, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they